And I think one of the things that we do as therapeutic parents, more in the thinking for ourselves, is we, when we're responding to our children in whatever behavior, in whatever state, whether it's positive, negative, somewhere in between, is we sit there and we think, what does our child need? When they're communicating to me through their behavior, what do they need? And if we can bring it back to that as much as possible each time, we're not going to be too far wrong. We would
Yeah.
hope.
And we are our own child's expert, more so for birth parents than for um, kinship carers or special guardians or foster parents, because you've been with that child from the very, very, very beginning. So you know
Mhm,
their whole history, you know what they've
mhm,
experienced, you know their little personality traits and their quirks. From my point of view, I've had to try and really invest in my children to get those understandings.
mm,
That what is my
mm,
child's favorite color? I need to know that, because it's a basic. For you, it will come really simply because
yeah.
you're a birth parent. For me, it's like a big secret, and I need to get through the wall before I can even find the
Mm,
simplest of things out.
mm,
What therapeutic parenting can offer is that non-judgmental approach to parenting. It doesn't matter if your child has refused to get in the car at the end of the school day. It doesn't matter if you are that parent whose child is having a meltdown in the supermarket. It doesn't matter if your child is the one who screams in the cinema, because we understand, because we're in that team, we're part of that gang.
mm,
You said a
mm,
couple of episodes ago about being in a gang. Um, and you do have to find your people. You have to find people around you who will go, wow, that sounds really hard.
yeah.
Have you thought of doing this? Or I did this with my child and it worked really, really successfully.
Mm,
Um, and being open minded to it. No one is judging you on how your child behaves.
mhm,
They
mhm.
shouldn't. And if they do, smile and wave and walk off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They can get in the bin. That's where they belong.
That's right.
Definitely. Definitely. And I think coming back to that bit about, using those therapeutic parenting strategies when we're looking at neurospicy children, is some people who don't get it, that who are maybe a little bit naive, a little bit less open to therapeutic parenting, is they will look at it and think, oh, but it's really permissive. It's allowing children to do this or allowing them to do that, and not recognizing actually quite how rigid some of it can be, and because it has to be. So if there's anybody who's listening that's relatively new and is thinking, oh, but it's going to allow my children to get away with some of the challenging behaviors that they show me because of their autism or their ADHD or whatever else it might be. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My response to that would be no, and just no, because no is a sentence. No, that is not going to happen. No, 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 no. I don't really have another word for it. But that's not going to happen. That the whole point of it is that there is structure, that your child is held, and that it's not about permission to do whatever you want to do just because you have letters attached to you from a branch of the NHS. It's very much about holding your children and helping them understand themselves a little bit more. And if we come back to our point about identity, how important is it that we all understand ourselves and each other?